Hello, and welcome back to Archives of Fabella Daily, the podcast dealing with actions and consequences in the magical world. Today is February 21st, equal to Pisces 2nd. Books are available on Amazon. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And hit that subscribe button for more great stories right in your feed. February 21st, 1245, is the date Thomas, the first bishop of Finland, is granted resignation after confessing to torture and forgery. But in the magical wonderland of Fabella, a once popular royal suffered because of his corrupt nature. I'm Dylan Foley, and this is Archives of Fabella.
Beyond our world, there is love. Beyond our world, there is war. Beyond our world, there is life. Beyond our world, there is Fabella.
Pisces 2nd, 5245, FY, Fabella year, equal to February 21st, 1245. AD, Earth year. It's the Age of Monsters, a classical medieval period mostly presented in fantasy. Lord Hyde Appletree and Duke Otis Silverberry are elves in the Sheban Empire, situated where the eastern half of the United States is on a map of Earth. The pair have an ongoing grudge with each other. Otis Silverberry purchased land from the crown that Appletree considered his because it had been verbally promised to him by a prince. The two exchanged a series of terse, accusatory letters and verbal taunts, and the proverbial gauntlet was thrown down. A date of Pisces 2nd was set for the two elves to meet in a field just outside of New Cadmium, Sheba, situated approximately where New York is on a map of Earth, to finally settle their differences with wands. According to some historians, Silverberry intended to harmlessly jinx Appletree in order to humiliate his rival, but not kill him. After all, Appletree was a lord, and it was not the actions of a refined royal to kill another. Most duels were nothing more than shows of bravado anyway. Participants are rarely killed. Appletree, however, hopes that his performance in the duel will bolster his reputation. Historians argue about who shot first, but when the dust clears, Lord Hyde Appletree is unscathed, and Otis Silverberry is dead. When Lord Appletree returns to New Cadmium after the duel, he fully expects to be greeted as a hero. To his surprise, he is met with contempt, ridicule, and even talk of imprisonment for murder. Appletree fled south and called for assistance of several high-powered friends to get him out of trouble, and when they succeeded, he waltzes back to New Cadmium. His reputation is too tarnished and plagues his family for centuries. This isn't Appletree's last dance with crime. 7 years later, he conspires with a group of political extremists to orchestrate the assassination of the emperor. Once again, he chooses to flee to Avalon until his cronies can arrange for his safe return. He earns a meager living as a lawyer in Camelot, and finally remarries nearly 20 years after his first wife's death, but his new wife divorces him after he squanders her money. In the last years of his life, Appletree is unable to work after suffering several strokes that leave him partially paralyzed, and he becomes dependent on his friends for his care and financial needs. He is 80 years old when he dies of rabies.
That's going to do it for us today. Subscribe now to get more new episodes right in your feed. Rate and review the podcast on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Send your questions to archivesoffabella@gmail.com. Archives of Fabella is created, produced, and hosted by Dylan Foley, with music by Garrett Ferris and audio blocks. Books are available on Amazon in ebook and paperback. As always, look outside of what is possible and think about what might be.